Now guys, we'll see div and span in HTML. So div and span is the most important concept in HTML. So every website is uses that. So let me just tell you the use of div and span. So suppose this is a Google website, or let me open a facebook.com. Okay. Yeah, so let me just close all of this. Close all of this. Yeah. So suppose this is a website. So see, there's multiple content. So this is a Facebook. This is written something. This is some type of design, and this is login. So the differentiate between these items, we use div. So suppose I'll take a div tag and I'll put everything here. Okay. So whatever font changes I want to do, if I do in div, so it will appear here, and this will be in another div, or inside that I will have one more div of this tag, input tag, or this button. So every time we can have multiple div, like everything is built with div only. Like we can have if I go to suppose Netlify, it's a website. So suppose this is a built in one div, this is another div. So it's like a component, every component is in another div. Like this is one div, so it's not your, like it's not very important you have to use it, but it should be used, it's by you, but randomly we use this only, div and span. So I told you div already. Now see how div is here. So we write div, and suppose here we just write some text, lorem ipsum. Okay, so like this. So it's inside a div, like it's a normal div, it doesn't do, but if we want to do some styling we can do. Or if you want to put a table in div, we'll just put a table. Okay, we just put a like table this, and we'll say whatever. So whatever you have, you can put inside a div. It's div is used particularly for that, to manage. So if you want to apply something in your table, some changes, so you just do it in the div and everything will appear. Now next thing come, what is span used for? So span is just for what do I say, just for random text. So how do you write text? So you just write text like this, lorem fcm, so like this. Okay, so but you shouldn't like any text directly in the body, so you just wrap it up in span. And because span doesn't support any properties by default, okay, you have to add some css. So it's in a span. So suppose you want to okay, you'll say I'll use paragraph tag, supposingly. Now you'll say suppose you want to change the color of kiosk. Okay, so for that we'll say span, we'll just put in the span tag like this, paste it, save it. Now whatever you'll apply here, it will appear in the course, because you haven't started css, though I can't tell you anything about css. So that thing will appear in the queue. So that is what span is used for. Now third tag comes section tag. So what is section? So suppose section, so let me open this netlify.com. So suppose this is the, what do you call, this is the nav bar, this is the middle part, and this is the gallery part, and this is the collaboration previews part. There are multiple parts it's in. Okay, this is the, and down is the header part, footer, yeah, footer part. So to put everything in one, so you'll just write like this. So nav bar will be in this section, so you can apply any property here. And then you say in another section I have main body contents, body content, and again we have something called footer here. Then in between you may have some gallery in body, so you'll just say section gallery. Gallery means some images, multiple. So this is the way, like you can do splitting of code with the help of section. It's not like important to use, or sorry, it's important to use, it's not required, like it's definitely not required, but it's good to use, and it should help in the browser also and your developer team also. So you put every big thing in a section, and in navbar you may have multiple things, so you can just put that thing in div. So that is the difference between div and section. Div is for smaller things and section is for bigger things like whole nav bar, whole body section, whole gallery. So this is what about div, span and section tags.